Integrity of the election will be one of the debate topics tonight. For months now, President Trump has made baseless claims about rampant fraud with mail-in ballots. Team 12 political insider Bram Resnick is here with what you need to know ahead of the debate.
Just 8 days until mail-in ballots are sent to Arizona voters. Instead of debunking what's said about elections after the debate, we're pre-bunking what might be said before the debate, because we've heard a lot of it already.
We have to be very careful with the ballots. The ballots, that's a whole big scam. We want to make sure the election is honest.
Since his own election 4 years ago, President Donald Trump has questioned the integrity of our elections.
But I do think that it's affecting the voters and their confidence in the election and whether or not they should have confidence in the results of the election.
Here are 3 things you need to know about Maricopa County elections. Voting fraud. We've had voting fiascos with hours-long lines at polling places, but over the last 20 years, there has been scant evidence of fraud. Ballot security. From printing ballots to counting them, the system has high-tech double checks to confirm that a ballot is yours and only one ballot will be cast in your name. Ballot counting. And finally, here in Maricopa County, a vast majority of the ballots, likely more than 1 million, will be counted before Election Day. That's thanks to a new law that allows the mail-in ballot count to start 14 days before the election.
In Arizona, the vast majority of voters tend to want to get their ballot delivered by a postal carrier rather than a poll worker.
But elections officials do project that 300,000 to 400,000 ballots will still be uncounted the day after the election. That is normal. That count will be done by the Tuesday after the election. In Phoenix, Bram Resnick, 12 News.
All right, Bram, thank you.